Hello, everybody. This is Bodhisattva63, your cheating instructor. Alright, so you've played the float and you've gotten caught. Let's do an advanced float. Let's see if we can send the real file, but the instructor can't open it. Sometimes this is just referred to as corrupting the file. And you can go up to the internet and you will have access to a bunch of websites that will corrupt the file. So, let's look at my screen. And here on my screen, I have this nice safe spreadsheet 23-24. Let's see if I can corrupt it. I'll go up to the internet. Oh, here's a nice corruptafile.net. I'll say I want a file corrupted. And I will pick the file that I want corrupted. Corrupt the file. And let's download it. Now, let me go to my download folder. First, I'll go to the corruption folder. You see it's a 14 KB file. And if I go to download, there's the exact same file. Okay? So same size, same everything. Now, if I try to open the original, if I go and open the original file, it will launch the program and open up the original file. Let's open the corrupted file. Everything looks the same. Okay. It opened up Excel, but there it says Excel cannot open this file. So it opened up the program, but it didn't open up the document. Again, this is another example of playing the float, but it's a little bit more advanced. Good luck.
Hello, everybody. This is Nick Titiro, Professor of Information Technologies and Computer Science. This is just another example of trying to play the float, where you are sending, or the student is trying to send a file, and knowing that the file can't be opened, or it's the wrong file, or something, and the instructor then has to go back that there was some corruption involved here. Please send the real file. They're playing for time. I particularly like this one because there's some sophistication associated with this. It's not just sending the wrong file, that's too obvious, but you're going out and you're corrupting a file. There's some intent there. Here's the other reason I really like this particular example is because it allows me to really deep dive into the technology behind this, and it's not that sophisticated of technology. I have never discovered a student with this, but I know ways of discovering students with this. And if you're interested in that, I strongly encourage you to take my ITIS 1360 cyber forensics because I will demonstrate it. Let me demonstrate how I can determine that that's not the real file and it was intentionally corrupted. All right, so here are my two files. Recap here. This file here, that's the real Excel file. This file here is the corrupted file. But in reality, it's not corrupted. It doesn't make sense to just kind of go in there and corrupt the file. They want to make it look really sophisticated, but it's not that sophisticated. I'm going to open up a utility that we use in cyber forensics all the time. It's basically a hexadecimal editor. And if I go to the real file, and that was located in under desktop, under corruption, and I was to open up that real file, this is going to open up a, excuse me, this is going to open up the hexadecimal, the actual bits and bytes of this particular file. And if you were to take my forensics course, one of the first things we teach you is these first 4 bytes here. I think it's actually the first 8, but the first 4 bytes here are what are called a signature identification. This tells the operating system and the file structure what type of file this really is. And it just so happens that 54B is a Microsoft Excel file. That is internal that has nothing to do with the file extension. Excel's file extension is XLSX. This is actually hard coded into the document. So I can look at this and say, 54B, that's an Excel spreadsheet. Even if the Excel spreadsheet was somehow corrupted, they would have to corrupt the very, very first couple of characters. And even if they did that, say it was truly corrupted, a truly corrupted Excel spreadsheet file, and these got corrupted, I would be able to tell the data by looking at this. So a little deep diving, I can discover that this is a true Excel spreadsheet. And if it really got corrupted for some reason, it would show me data. Let's take a look at the corrupted file through the program that they use to corrupt it up on the internet. I'm going to say open. I'm going to go to downloads and open up the corrupted file. And sure enough, it's not showing. It's not showing that it's even an Excel spreadsheet. So it's a different signature. Now, a lot of times these corruption programs, what they do is they basically encrypt the program. And if I was to do some research, I suspect that's a PGP encryption. They basically do a one-way encryption of the file, and then you can't unencrypt it. So you say, oh, so they're even showing garbage there. It's kind of clever, but with a little bit of training in forensics, I'm not advising faculty to all be trained on this, a little bit of training in forensics, these type of utilities and stuff like that are easily detected. So let's learn something legitimately. Yes, there are ways to corrupt files and do things and kind of buy yourself time, but in reality, they're fairly easy to catch if you know what to look for. That being said, let's go and learn something legitimately.